Today, I am joined by Darryl Hurs, who has 25 years of music business experience, including launching and running one of Canada's largest indie music festivals and conference, Indie Week. Darryl, how's it going?
Really good. We're in the thick of things, and our festival is just 2 weeks away, and we're super excited about it.
And you're talking venue by venue. How many venues are you supporting here? 7 venues, 60 artists over 3 nights?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. And we're really excited. It's in London, Ontario, which is Canada's only UNESCO-designated music city or city of music. And we're super excited about it. This is our 2nd year.
So how did London, Ontario get that title?
So there's a very active music office, and they put in the bid, and we're the ones selected. So, and I know them very well, so it just made sense. They need a music festival. We're the ones to launch and run it.
And you said this is the 2nd year, so November 14th through the 16th, you can get an all-access wristband. Is this true? It's like $50?
Yes. You know, COVID was a disaster when it came to the live music scene. So we wanted to create a festival that put the focus on small, independent venues and artists. But we wanted to be as accessible as possible for everybody. We want to support and build a community.
What are the venues that we can visit when we purchase this wristband? Like, how's it all work? And if we just want to go one night, is there a one-night ticket?
No, it's wristband or pay at the door for the venue that you want to go to.
Okay.
So the wristband really gets you all 3 nights, all venues. It's a super deal at $50.
Oh, yeah. 60 bands for $50?
Exactly. And we also have a conference on top of that, too. So access to 2 days of in-person conference there. The venues are Rum Runners, the Rosewood Hall, Wolf Performance Hall, Holy Diver, London Brewing Co-op, the 7 Socials, and we actually, for the conference, Tap. So 8 locations, really, but the Tap is for the conference.
And I see the London Brewing Co-op, they have a trivia night, too.
Yeah, so we want to have some fun, too, right? So we've got some great programming at London Brewing Co-op. The first night is rock and roll trivia, and then the Friday night is in conjunction with Classic 98.1 FM. They're launching a Christmas beer, and so Christmas Spirit is just around the corner, and then we've got a full lineup on the Saturday.
Wow. So this is a great way to see some new music. This is a great way to do it because these are all emerging artists.
Yeah, it's, you know, over the years, so we ran Indie Week in Toronto for 19 years. Right before COVID, we were at 240 bands over 4 nights.
Whoa.
Yeah, and, you know, we really try to curate the lineup. We really put our time and effort in putting together artists that fit together, that make the most sense, and ones that, you know, keep an eye on, because you might not be seeing them in a small club too much longer. Yeah,
that's true. Because once they blow up, ticket prices are not going to be $50 for 60 bands.
No. It is funny, like I just was in Europe for a number of conferences, and one of the bands that had played Indie Week was playing at a hall in Berlin when I was over there. And, you know, cool. I think they played for us like 8 years ago, and now they tour the world.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. And a lot of these guys will be doing the same thing. I also see that you have a song by song where songs meet stories. It's music and storytelling. That's one of my highlight events that I'm looking forward to. That's presented by FM 96. And we've got Moberg from Pursuit of Happiness, Dave Bedini from the Rio Statics, Chris Koster, who is in Glorious Sons, who is a really exciting band that is like, he toured opening for Rolling Stones. And we've got Housewife as well. And they take turns playing songs and then talking about the stories behind the songs. And we're expecting, you know, there might be some jamming going on. There might be, you know, collaboration on the spot and something that's just really special to see. And so can you get into that with your wristband? Yes. Oh, awesome. So you get 60 bands plus that. Yeah, exactly. Wow. What a 3 days that's going to be in London, Ontario. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of hype going on online.
We're getting people emailing us and messaging us from all over. Really excited about it. It's funny, like there's a lot of artists now going, how do I get onto this? And now we have to say, well, apply for next year.
Right. This is a great spot too. Like if you're looking at running something musically, you want to hire bands, this is a good place to go scope out as many as you possibly can.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that's our focus. It's a showcase festival as well. So we're actually, part of our conference side, we're bringing in bookers and buyers for venues and festivals from Ontario with the purpose of them going out, seeing bands to hire for their events. And we're going to keep building on that every year. Next year, we're looking at inviting bookers from across Canada and also international bookers as well.
Well, this is all around good for everybody then in the music industry. People getting their music out there and people that need music getting as much as they possibly can. What an awesome thing to do.
Some positives came out of COVID, like the whole idea originally was, let's support venues because they're having a hard time. Let's support the artists. Let's build a community. And there's a lot of excitement and interest already. This is, again, only our second year doing this. And I just see so much potential over the next 3 years.
And Darryl, is this what you're going to do? Like you've worked at CD Baby and some work for Live Nation and U2. You've worked for Nickelback, Madonna, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Dave Matthews. Like that's quite the resume. And now you have this. Is this what you're doing full time?
Yeah. So, I've always been the indie guy. I was in bands, and while in the bands, I was always like the manager of the band, promoter of the band. I've booked for venues. And at some point, I started a digital path where I started creating websites, and I started getting hired to do that. And I did like 8 years with Live Nation, and all those artists I did projects with during that time. And then I got hired to do CD Baby, and I worked with Downtown Music and Fuga. And I was always on the side doing Indie Week. COVID hit us super hard. We were literally 2 weeks away from closing shop for good.
Oh.
We pivoted. We went online. We now have an online community. So think like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube for music. Yep. It's called DIT. DIT community. So it's like do it together. It's kind of funny because when you take a step back and you know the term DIY?
Yeah.
It's like the music business is so hard. Why the hell would you want to do it by yourself?
Exactly.
So let's do it together.
Oh, that is, oh, wow. Hopefully everybody's doing this together because it is going to be hopping in London, Ontario, November 14th through 16th. Again, it's 3 nights, 60 artists, 7 venues. Make sure you get your wristband. We will put the link here.
One thing I just also want to mention that we selected venues that you can actually walk to. So you can easily go venue by venue. They're only a couple blocks away from each other for the most part.
Darryl, thank you so much. Really taking the time because we were talking, you're moving and putting this together at the same time.
Yeah. It's a multi-hat day, and we do what needs to have to get done. And I really appreciate you taking time. This is great. I love being able to share the information and get it out there.
And everybody loves music, so we have to do it together.
There we go.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.